Alright. Just finished the thing. Well, they're not done, but I am. Didn't want to stay any longer because I do have prior commitments. I do have to get back. But my problem is I lost my phone. I left it there. So I was right. The emergency response thing they're talking about is just like fucking first aid, applying first aid, which again, I don't know if I said it last night or this morning. I don't fully agree with, because then if you're, you know, if you fuck it up even a little bit, that's a life wasted, or that's a person dead essentially. Which I'm also hearing. Did I say essentially a lot? And the word witch as well. So W-H-I-C-H. Not a cool thing. Anyway, yeah, no, they were gonna do CPR, emergency response, like what to do in that situation. But like, okay, cool, but what are you gonna do? CPR, teach it right. Fuck. Oh, fuck, yeah, a dude gave me a hat. Alright, so I'm not fully salty about this, and now I feel a little indebted, and I feel like I now know how it feels to be bribed. Basically, how it feels to be bribed to do certain things for people. Because as soon as he gave me the hat, I was like, alright, fine, I guess I'll do something real quick. Let me park here. Naiwan ko yung phone ko. Okay lang, double park ko lang saglit. Pag-check ko sa bulsa ko, wala yung phone ko eh. Sige, kunin ko lang. Alright. We'll have to get it real quick. I'm an idiot. Alright, that was pretty funny. I lost and left my phone inside the venue. So we'll leave now. I don't know. That was kind of crazy. Oh, it looks like Brian. Alright, so yeah, no, I don't know what I last said about the event. It was okay. It was alright. Oh yeah, no, I felt like nasuhulan ako, or I was bribed with a hat, and it was funny. It was very, 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 very funny that what do you call this? And as soon as he gave me the hat, I was like, oh fuck, I might as well take good photos, or at least attempt to take good photos. I swore I wasn't going to take photos of the Rotary Club, but I did. I took some experimental shots, interesting perspectives and locations for the shots. Oh fuck, oh man, I would have killed myself if I also lost my vape. Which again, I don't condone vaping. I do it because go fuck yourself. So anyway, yeah, no, I ended up actually taking it a little bit seriously. Switching lenses, panicking because the next group was coming, right? But still, like, very, very low effort because they can go. I feel like it's just another fake way to reach out to voters, you know. Man, I wish people weren't that simple. You know, I wish people were more complex when it came to voting for the politician. I get it. There's so many things that you have to decide for in a day, let alone a year, and let alone an election cycle, right? And it's much easier to just like turn off your brain and let your emotions or your past experience with a certain individual dictate. Oh, I thought it was the car that was making that sound. There's a marching band. Cool marching band right there. Let's see. Let's see if you guys can see that. Yeah, my phone fell again. That's interesting. Alright, so anyway. There's a car behind me. So anyway, yeah, I wish people weren't that simple. But they are. We are. People are. I am not safe from that. And now, because I was also bribed and I'm very simple, I'm going to be late to another engagement that I have today. I'm in deep thought a little bit. I got to meet one of my old staffers, which is weird to say because she's like 36 and I was 19 when I was her boss. I was a store manager. Hershey. Brought her kid, right? I was like, this can't be Hershey. I told her, like, this can't be Hershey. She's thin now. Still ugly as fuck. I didn't say that out loud, right? Anyway, she works for Jabber, Jabbre, the company that's sponsoring this event. Oh yeah, let's circle back to that. It's gonna be first aid. Right? It's just first aid and asking for help, which I call bullshit on. It's just another way for people to be able to play hero, you know, like kasi naturuan ako, I was taught how to do CPR. I can do this, right? Breaks a guy's ribs. I was told how to call for help. Disregards traffic laws completely. Because they feel like they're above the law in that moment because there's a tragedy or an emergency, or at least a perceived emergency in that moment, right? It just encourages bida-bidahan, which can be unsafe, which is scary. It was basically a photo op for them to be able to get more voters, for them to you know, like say, hey, tandaan nyo, ako yung nagbigay ng mamon, nagbigay ng first aid kit, I'm the guy that gave you this, I'm the guy that gave you that, I'm the guy that then helped you out, blah blah blah. very small, medium, low impact events like this. It sucked. Ugh. Yeah, it sucks. Oh. Turtle bud. Anything to give. Ito pare.
Salamat po.
I wish they didn't have to. Ask for alms. I don't know why that guy struck a different chord in me as opposed to everyone else. Anyway, yeah. So now I'm after that event. I feel like that was a wasted 13K, but I'll keep the lens, right? Or maybe let go of it. I don't know. We'll see. Right? Maybe I'll keep the lens. I mostly, actually, God damn, this is what I mean. I still enjoyed the X Pro over the A7 C2 a little bit. The A7 C2 is an amazing video camera. I feel like I may have bought something a little overkill, right? Or I don't know. We'll see, because Sony often looks bad on the screen, on like playback, on the camera itself, in camera playback, right? It looks bad. But once you import it into Lightroom, start playing with it, because of the high dynamic range, it's a very flexible, very forgiving photo, so you can play around with it and really tune it to your liking, right? So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Although, dude, the battery's a beast though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm only at 47%. This one has been recording for 20-ish minutes. The trip on the way there was 20-ish minutes as well. Both 4K. I did record a small short video inside the venue as well. Oh, there it is. There was a piece of hair that wasn't supposed to be folded into the side like that. Anyway, yeah, I took a small video earlier as well, and then I also took, I don't know, God knows how many photos. It's still 46%. Not bad. Not bad. FZ 1000 something. Not good. Pretty good. There was this other thing, and I guess it goes. I think it's something that I want to. These video logs are really, honestly, just for me. These video logs are just for me to review my thoughts whenever I'm alone or throughout the day. And at night, I can kind of like it's a weird meditation to kind of listen to your own voice. Listen to your own thoughts as they go by, completely unfiltered, unedited. So there was this other thing. I was taking photos. I was already done. I was leaving, right? I was already done with the event. I was leaving. And I was taking photos outside, and there was construction. The venue was Mandaluyong City Hall. Right? There was construction there, and I was like, it's always interesting to take photos of people doing construction. Because it's people in motion, people in high visibility gear, so contrast is easy. It's a lazy way take photos, right? But then I was stopped by I guess the foreman, and I just politely said, why not, right? And I know there's like a privacy issue with the individuals, with the people that work there, but I also want to hear other arguments for why you shouldn't be taking photos of people in construction, right? Just the people, nothing else. And it's not like it's a commercial building. It was a building within the city hall compound, so it's not like we're copying or we'll be using it for a competitor. So unless the concern is, or well, there could be a security concern, figuring out the foundations. All right, okay, fine. All right, I just I found a way to argue against my own thinking and against my own point, which sucks. Because then, fuck, I was in the wrong in a way. I should not have been doing that. Okay, cool, fine. You win, foreman. What I did was wrong. Should not have been taking photos of the people constructing, because it could have been easily as easy as like I could have easily been a guy trying to figure out, okay, they're constructing something here, and then these are the different places where there's a security hole, right, or a weak point in the building. So if I wanted to, BOMB it, this is how I would do it, right? I get it. Okay, fine. It's a security concern. Okay, point made against myself. I lost. Fuck. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I'm headed back. Like, I would get to talk about all my other grievances and the experience there, but before I even talk about what I'm doing or where I'm going, and I'm more than halfway there. I'm like 80% back home. So yeah, I'm headed back home to pick up the dog and the girlfriend, and then we'll be heading to a art show along Chino Roses. So there's that. I'm not sure. It's a photo exhibit, apparently, by Jan Mayo's apprentice. It's gonna be interesting. I do want to try to expand and kind of level up my photography. Hey, cool, there's an event here. My photography and my levels of, or my creativity, because I feel like if I allow myself to stay stale. What is this? That's pretty cool. Oh, that was pretty cool. They gave the guard a milk tea. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, if I allow myself to become stale, and it's I don't know, then what would be the point, right? Or is that fine? Is it fine to artistically stagnate? Because then, yeah, well, why am I sharing, or why am I creating art anyway? It's for the soul. Sure. What else? It's for the soul. I just thought of this, sorry, while I was deep in thought, which again, I should not be on this video log, because the idea is to have unfiltered thoughts. Yeah, so I was just thinking about, good for the soul, yes, right, that was something that was completely different, and while I was saying those words, I was thinking about no matter how much I dislike photo ops and fucking politicians who try to abuse soft power or impose soft power, I think, at least in Mandaluyong, I think I can leverage my relationship with my sister to get a letter of no objection from the city councilor, so I can do street photography freely within the confines of the city of Mandaluyong. And I think I should do the same in Makati, Pasay, and maybe Taguig and BGC, because it's a completely different thing. I think I need to write those letters. Okay, yeah, no, I'll do that. Think about it. Right, so we'll see. That's interesting. Okay, sorry. No, there was I think there was a hanging thought about my old employee Hershey. Yeah, it was wild that she works for Jabber now, and it's, oh yeah, no, we got to talk about how depressing a little bit the industry that I left behind has become. A lot of places have closed, right? I spoke about this with Fritz a couple days ago in Intramuros. It feels like a post-mortem, right? Like an insider looking in from the outside. Weird. I don't know what the phrase is. Brian would know the perfect euphemism or fucking entendre here, but yeah, the past few days I've been able to like speak again or talk to people from my previous industries, from film and motorcycle, right? Because now I'm in software. I kind of look inside and see like, oh shit, I'm kind of lucky that I left right around the time that I did, because now it's all going to shit, right? I mean, except for film. I don't know about film, but yeah, with motorcycles, it's kind of all going to shit. You're not having a great time over there. Struck Moto closed. Motovita's always been fucked, right? A few other places, right, have closed. No one's really selling bikes. Ducati has had a 0 sale month, according to Hershey, from a friend. So yeah, fuck. That sucks. A lot of people depended on this for their livelihood. And it was interesting. It was interesting to kind of take a peek back into what's happening there. And for some reason also talk about Jimmy Barinagan again, because Hershey, after Access Plus, ended up working at Royal Enfield, Bulacan. So that was funny. But yeah, not sure. Yeah, no, that was a crazy story. The reason why I left Ducati Philippines, kind of a weird protest against against the way that he was paying out salary wages, right? People were selling. No one was making base salary. I don't know if that's okay, right? I'd have to ask Dole. No one was making a base salary. Everyone was making sales commission. That's why everyone was kind of like fucking pushing to buy, and I guess I think what pissed me off, because it goes against my anti-consumerism point of view, right? I don't want to buy, even though the camera I'm filming this on is a good example of me wanting to buy, but I don't like that. I didn't like that, and again, yeah, no, people were basically like dogs, just like the story from last night or this morning or whatever, right? From the CEO of PC. People were being treated like dogs, and people were being they weren't being motivated, right? They were being incentivized. A system was put in place where the way that they were incentivized was to bleed the customer dry. Right, so that the money of the customer goes to them and the company, right? Actually, it goes to the company and then it trickles down to them a little bit. I don't like that. It creates a predatory kind of attitude towards customers, instead of actual, customer service. Like you want to help out. You actually want to provide service. You want to provide guidance, advice, and consultant. Like again, when you're in sales, you're kind of a consultant for these people. You need to be able to give them advice and say like, oh, this motorcycle's not for you. This helmet might not be for you. Blah blah. Or this helmet might be best for you. Oh, because it's ECE 22.06 rated, right? Or certified. So when you crash, the way that it'll hit the ground, blah blah, leg shell shape. Or oh, because this helmet is like a weird size, it might be bad for you, because then if you crash, it breaks your neck. These gloves, not so good if you're a beginner, because you often try to catch yourself with your hands and front first. So if it doesn't have pucks or sliders, you'll break your wrist in a certain way. Or yeah, stuff like that. That's how, at least in motorcycles specifically, that's how the salesperson should be. But they weren't. They weren't like that at Ducati or Access Plus. They were taught to just sell, even if you don't need it to sell. What's more important is the livelihoods of the people that are part of this company, and not the actual customer. Did not like that. And even then, the burden of the livelihoods of the other people in this company are put on each other. It was put on like each of the colleagues, each of the employees, right? So you have to sell so the company makes money, and so that the company can pay you. But the company's only going to pay you if you make commission. Which again, for small things like gear, or even big things like motorcycles, they only made a motorcycle can cost up to $3 million. And the most that someone has ever made on a sale from a motorcycle, if I'm not mistaken, is like 5,000 or even less in Ducati, which is insane. The margins are huge. Why the fuck are you paying out 5,000 pesos to a 2 million peso deal? Stuff like that just bothers me. Anyway, we're here, we're back. I'm gonna end this. I think I need to charge. I'm at 33% because this has been running for 34 minutes. This might be one of the longer ones, and I might have to cut out the part where I left to look for my phone. Arrivederci.